WJAC-TV's 5:30 News Extra with News Center 6's Marty Radovanik. The first 5:30 news in the Johnstown-Altoona market from the leader in television news.
And from WJAC-TV, Johnstown, this is the Evening Edition with Flora Pastorero and Gary Gunter, with Tim Rigby and sports, and Steve Richard with AccuWeather. This is News Center 6 Early Edition with Gary Gunter, Michael Ann Wolf, Tim Rigby with sports, and Steve Richard with AccuWeather.
A client at the Hiram G. Andrews Center was killed today when she ran into the path of a truck. It was one of two accidents this morning that left 3 people dead. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Michael Ann is off. Police say they don't know why Rosuk...
From WJAC-TV, this is News Center 6, the Weekend Edition, with Andy Briggs.
Good evening, everybody. Leaders of all 34 democratic countries in the Western Hemisphere have agreed to...
From WJAC-TV, the station where news and weather come first, you're watching News Center 6 at 5. WJAC-TV, Johnstown, Altoona State College. From the station where news and weather come first. Now, News Center 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Jennifer Callan.
I'm Marty Radovanik. Our top story at 5:30, a changing of the guard.
This is Channel 6 News at Sunrise with Bill Brown, Sarah Burgett, and meteorologist Dan Skalski with the Channel 6 Severe Weather Team forecast.
DT. You're watching Channel 6 News. It's coverage you can count on.
Those 2 horses, these 2 here, and the other.
New details on the biggest beef recall in U.S. history coming up on Channel 6 News at 11.
You're watching news that matters most to you. Channel 6 News. It's coverage you can count on.
Craters plaguing our roads. Some say these are the worst they've ever seen.
Dancing for dollars, and it all goes to kids with cancer.
Plus, a windy weekend ahead. Our severe weather team's tracking gusts up to 50 miles an hour.
Coverage you can count on across the Alleghenies. You're watching WJAC-TV News at 6.
Good evening.
Coverage you can count on across the Alleghenies. You're watching WJAC-TV News at 6.
46 hours on your feet without a break.
6 News. Coverage you can count on. In high definition. Starts now.
Thanks for joining us. 3 people killed in a crash last night in Elk County along a stretch of Route 66 where authorities say...
It's like a scattered shower and thunderstorm chance increasing as the humidity works back into the region. We'll check it out day by day coming up.
6 News, 11 at 11. Coverage you can count on. In high definition. Starts now.
Thanks for joining us tonight. West Hills Police Department warning about a local scheme happening in Johnstown and surrounding areas. Police say a man and a young girl have been going door to door soliciting money for a local
Happening at Sunrise, the latest on the continued search and rescue for a man trapped in a landfill in Elk County.
Plus, the new security measures the Cambry County Prison is planning after 2 prisoners overdosed.
6 News at Sunrise. Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
Good morning. Glad you're starting your day off with 6 News at Sunrise. Today is Friday, February 10th.
There's no running from it. You know, it covers such a wide variety of the state.
Happening at Sunrise, Hurricane Irma carved a path of destruction of Florida's west coast this weekend. The damage already done and what's expected today.
Plus, it has been 16 years since the deadliest terrorist attack in this nation has ever seen. How the victims are being honored on this anniversary.
6 News at Sunrise. Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
Good morning and glad you're starting our day off with 6 News at Sunrise. Today is September 11th. I'm Lauren Petrelli.
And I'm Tim Rigby. House-to-house searches are set to begin this morning in the Florida. Happening at noon, an investigation from the Attorney General's office leads to a massive drug sweep in Blair County. The drugs police say that are being taken off the streets. And a second case of whooping cough has been confirmed at an area elementary school.
6 News. Coverage you can count on. Starts with breaking news.
Good afternoon. Breaking news. Police in Blair County are reeling in dozens of people today on.
Straight ahead, a man's death catches attention after his family claims he was abused by a member of the Catholic Church clergy in his obituary.
Plus, the attorney of a family that lost their son at Penn State after a night of drinking speaking out about how the university failed them.
And lawmakers set to vote in Harrisburg tomorrow on legislation that would improve testing of Lyme disease.
6 News. Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
Thanks for being here. A grieving family in the process of saying their final.
Coming up, the president of the American Medical Association gives his opinion on the Obamacare replacement plan.
Plus, we continue to look for answers from Veteran Affairs in regards to the suspensions at the home in Hollidaysburg.
6 News. Coverage you can count on. Starts with severe weather Team 6 coverage.
Those of us that have lived here for a while, we know March is anything but springtime. I mean, 2 former Pittsburgh Steelers in Johnstown today. 2 separate events. Got the messages they had to share. And another protest today against an area congressman following demonstrations against Congressman Bill Schuster earlier this week.
6 News, 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news before the first commercial. Starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for being here. A teenager in prison, his father in the hospital.
For shootings in Jefferson County sends 2 people to the hospital. The details unfolding tonight, straight ahead. Plus, a car smashes through the wall of a local store this morning. A look at the damage done inside next.
6 News, 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news before the first commercial. Starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for being here. Police say a 14-year-old Amish boy accidentally.
6 News at sunrise. Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
Good morning. I'm Sean Eiler.
And I'm Jessica Guay. Thanks for joining us here on 6 News at Sunrise. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd.
Another frigid morning. Froze indoors this morning when I was trying to get in. Let's go to meteorologist Maddie Baggett to find out if we're going to get any relief.
Well, Sean, I have some great news for you because
6 News. Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
The 3rd presidential impeachment trial in U.S. history began today.
This afternoon was marked by partisan battles over.
Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
Good evening. It's been a wild first day in President Trump's impeachment trial. It began with a testy battle over the rules in both wins and losses.
6 News at sunrise. Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
Good morning. Glad you're starting your day off with 6 News at sunrise. Today is Tuesday, January 2nd. I'm Nicole Fascino. Well, Kate, it's been a while since I've been over here on the morning.
6 News. Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
And we'll get to those stories in just a bit. But first, we are learning a Johnstown business owner has been identified.
6 News. Coverage you can count on. Starts now.
Good evening. Today is Saturday, December 7th. I'm Tyann Bell. We start off tonight with breaking news out of Somerset.
WJAC-TV, Johnstown.